Well, first of all, I'll state, for most English learners, it's not about they can't do the academics. They can certainly engage in as much rigor as anybody else. The only barrier for them is ELD, is the English language development. We focused a lot of intensive efforts, not only in high school, but in the pipeline, to make sure that our English learner students were getting the highest quality instruction they could in English. We even implemented, by choice, you could go to one of our high schools and take the A to G curriculum in Spanish. At Willow Glen High School, as a matter of fact. So we had science and math teachers who taught algebra, geometry, Algebra 2 in Spanish, if that was the way those kids could get to that rigor. Right, if they chose. Otherwise, they would take, we had extra classes for the ELD. The third, I'm not an ELD expert, but the third or fourth level is A to G approved, so that counts for one of their English credits. Offered extra opportunities in summer through the community college, wherever we could find an access point for kids who came into high school, like Cesar Lopez, who didn't have English in command. He had every bit the ability of anybody else to go to college, and he deserved it, and we found a way to help him get there. He did not go to the one that he did not choose to go to the high school that offered the bilingual classes. He chose to just take extra classes, and we made sure they were available to him. Now, one other thing. For newcomers, for those kids who come into high school without a transcript, with very little education and no English, we had a special provision. We put them on an individual learning plan for graduation. So there are a few kids, by exception, who have accommodation for some severe issue, such as I had very little schooling in my native country, and I don't speak a word of English, and I'm 16 years old. The state of California provides for that, and we do make exception for severe special ed needs, and for some kids who are in a bona fide alternative high school, a continuation high school. There are some relaxation of the rules, but those are the only ones, and they're done by exception. I have always believed you make policy for the good of the whole, but you have to be able to make exceptions when extreme circumstances occur, and I consider those extreme.